Alright everybody, welcome back to Banished. So, when we last played, we decided that we were going to come down here and start fleshing this area out, getting it developed a little bit, and taking care of everything we need down here. I do indeed believe, yep, I did set up some forest lodge to be able to forest this area. I actually do not want that one there. That was rather bad placement on my behalf. I'm going to throw that one. Oops. Right. Yeah, I like that right there. Throw that one right there. And the reason I'm replacing this forest lodge with two forest lodges pretty much because it's going to be further away, so the more that we can keep up with is going to be the better, and also because this one is kind of becoming obsolete too. Not that it officially is obsolete yet, obviously we'll be able to use it for a while longer yet, but at some point in time here in the near future it won't really do us any more good. So we do have a trader coming. I'm hoping he does have some iron for us. So, and if he has cattle, that might actually be good too. And like I said, I don't know what's gonna happen here. This might just be a permanent mark on the land. You know, I'm not sure. The same with the mine shafts. In the next episode or two, we'll probably lose our first mine shaft, so we'll be able to see what actually happens there. We also still have the hospital going in the background, so we'll probably let that run and just see what happens there. Go ahead and jump over this trader real quick. He does have steel tools for us, so I'm going to go ahead and hit pause real quick. I'm going to grab all of his tools, because obviously it's not really going to hurt us to do that. We have more than enough stuff to go around. Okay, so we want to trade them. We'll do wool still, since I don't really want to take away a bunch of firewood. The wool is the least important. So, what's that? 500 is 1,000. So, make sure I'm right. Oops. Definitely need an extra 0 on that one. Oh, no, I'm wrong. 525. Oh, I know what I did wrong. My mathematic skills was off right there. Okay, so we need... At one point in time, I probably could have done this in my sleep, that little bit of math. Alright, there we go. Go ahead and hit trade for all that. I don't think we need coal necessarily. I'd rather buy stone. Because at this point I don't know how the mines are going to go. Like I said, I'm kind of holding out hope that this eventually fills itself in. Not entirely sure. So, you know, it'll be something that you guys get brought along with to see what happens. Go ahead and bump these people down. And so what I was getting ready to do over here before all that happened, I want to see if I can throw a 20 by 20 pasture up here. I can. What is that? I'm not sure. But I can do a 20 by 20. Yep. Alright, so I need to be one more over, but right here. And if I go 2 more over, it'll let me have a path. So I'm going to go 2 more over. 20 by 20 right there. No, I'm gonna do it over here. Alright, that'll be perfect. Because then we can have the bridge go across here. I can do homes and stuff down this way. And over here we can probably put a farm and a couple homes over there with a storage barn. So we'll leave this pasture go. That'll probably be the extent of the stuff we build right now, and just let everything finish. What's this person complaining about? Citizens without jobs. We shouldn't have citizens without jobs right now. Did we just lose something? Too many people? Oh, hunting cabin. What happened to hunting cabin? Huh. Still got that one. Still got that one. Three. Oh. Well, that ain't good. Huh. Okay. Well, that's our first fire, so I think with that, we're probably gonna want to go ahead and throw a well or two down right there, or near here. I know we have the stream right there, so it's not particularly needed, but I would like to have it. There we go. Well, place it right there, just out the way, you know. Won't hurt nothing to have one there. Building has caught fire. Okay, so I didn't really see that. Okay, well that makes sense why we just had a bunch of farmers, or a bunch of hunters lose their job. Which is, it is what it is. Not gonna complain too much about that. So, what I'm thinking about over here, since obviously this is the bottom corner on this map and we can't really do, like once we get this stuff started to be built, it's kind of just over here and over here we have left. I think what I'm going to do is finish building what I'm building down here, see where we're at, see what's going on with the animals and everything in this area, population wise, and what the animals are doing. And since I'm seeing so much deer, I'm probably going to go ahead and put a hunting cabin right over here, add a bridge to run across right there and run across right here along with right there, so 3 more bridges being added to the map. Probably also going to add another bridge right here, just so people have access to the hospital that's being built. Again, I don't really want to overwork everybody, so I'm not going to rush people to do all that stuff. We'll put those people back there. We're going to look at production. Produced and used. Okay, so our production and used rate is still, or the production rate is still higher than the amount being used, which is still good. We did have a little bit less of stuff get produced last year, which obviously could be for many different reasons. So, and we still got quite a bit of ways to go with this series as far as getting the rest of this map fleshed out. We'll be interested to see how we're going to be able to use certain things. Up this way is going to be the most challenging, obviously, because it's the most remote, which is a couple pathways to get to each different place. So that will be interesting to see how we get that done. Not sure yet. And then obviously too, like I said, depending upon what happens with this right here, this crater, we might end up getting to the point where we run out of stone. So, and I'm not really gonna, I think I'm gonna stop making mine, or quarries, besides to throw them in like the random little areas like right here, to try to use them up some. I don't really want to put too many more down. Obviously the ones I put down already can't be taken back up, but the ones I have, I don't really want to run into issues, really. We're going to bump the log storage up to 3,000 since that storage just got hit. We do have a decent amount of medicines getting stored too, so that is a good thing. I do want to get another herbalist down once we start fleshing this area out some more. I think I want to do a herbalist right next to the hospital, probably right below it, and I want to add another gatherer's hut probably right here, along with, like I said, I want to do another hunter's cabin over on this side. Yeah, I got a hunter cabin right there. So those would be the biggest things, along with this forest lodge getting moved to down here. Well, no, I might leave that forest lodge there. I might leave that one there and then add some farmland and stuff right here. Well, no, I think scratch that. I think I will move it over here, because if the forest lodge is over here, even though that means that they have to walk farther to put the logs places, I can use this area to continue out the civilization, and I don't have to impede on too many things. So I am going to add a pathway to right here, right there. So, and we will be adding a church. More than likely the church is going to go on this side of the map. Again, not entirely sure where. I might end up, that might be what I put down here, is the second church. I know it'll be a little bit of a distance for some people to walk, but I think it's more about just having it with the numbers of people you have. So take a little drink of water here. And I want to thank everybody who's been watching the series to this point. I know there's a couple of you out there that have watched since the beginning. So just want to say thank you for that. I appreciate the support, and you definitely can look forward for, I'd say, at least another, God, I don't know, 20 videos maybe on this map. Might even be 30. It really just, like I said, depends on how quickly stuff gets built. I know when we did start the expansion over here, just this section alone to get this up and running took us forever. I think it was like 4 hours. So over here we probably have like 7 hours worth of gameplay, including this down here, maybe a little bit more for this section, because that stuff did just get done. So we'll probably say 8 hours, and that's 16 episodes. So if that took us 8 hours, I'd say we probably have at least 30 more episodes with all of this extra stuff we have down there, along with a couple of things we want to try out. I know we still haven't hit the point where I want to do schools yet, but like I said, they're a little testy, so I'm just gonna, wait on that kind of stuff and not rush it. And then, like I said in a couple other episodes, and I'm just going to reiterate this real quick, once we fill out the map, guys, it's not the end of the series. It won't be gone forever. It's just going to be put on pause, pretty much, and we're going to kind of just take a break from it for a little while and go play something else and let something else be the daily uploaded video. And then we'll bring it back here in a couple months and then we'll start. And it might even be a month. It kind of just depends on if I feel like playing it again from scratch, which I do like the game, so that is a possibility. But yeah, I just want to give it a little bit of a break, and then when we come back for the next run through, we will be on a flat ground, so we'll see how that works. That might be better for quarry, because if we can pick a spot and that can be the quarry spot, we just have a bunch of holes everywhere. Kind of the only thing I don't like. I don't really see how a quarry can be emptied. I would have liked it if we could quarry the mountains away. That'd be pretty cool to be able to quarry the mountains away and fill in areas and add land to these mountains and stuff. I know it's a little bit crazy, but it's been cool. Nice little aspect to the game. So, we are having another round of the older folks passing away. Nothing wrong with it. It's definitely going to happen, and by no means is it a big deal. We definitely still have plenty of people. And bring this down here. The overview. We got 182 families, and we have 90 homes, which is right along the schedule that I kind of am planning right now, along with us having how many? Oh, we got 295 citizens. It's our overall citizen count. Merchant, what do you have for us? Pear seeds. And I don't want your pear seeds. Sorry, it's not enticing enough. Do want some stone though. That would be nice. We're gonna be buying up quite a bit of stone once we can get to it. Okay, I kind of am seeing what's going on here. Not really. I guess it might be because stuff's full. No, stuff's not full. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. As far as people not being able to keep up with the farm work. It might be because we need a school at this point in time. Like I said, I do not want to rush the school thing at all. Where's the hospital? Physicians, one more person. So now we have 3 hospitals going, which is awesome if we have any outbreaks of anything. At this point, I believe just about everything is done being constructed, sorta, kinda. So I don't think it's gonna hurt us too much if we go ahead and just throw down a herbalist. Where's that? Right there. I'll spin it. Try to get it right. Hold on, which way? Okay. Where's your road go? Right there. Okay, we'll add the herbalist. I'm gonna like that. Okay. Go ahead and do that. And then the next time that one of them traders have a decent amount of cattle too, once this gets finished, we're going to go ahead and grab all that cattle and start another cattle field down there. The reason I'm not splitting the herds is just because the cattle take so long to get filled out. I don't want to split the herds of cattle I have currently to send them down there. I don't think it's really worth it. We're going to work the way we want it to, pretty much. I'm just going to kind of skip that part. We're going to bump up the builders, and we'll bump up the farmers for this season because it's late winter, so they're right about to swing back and get the farming going. I'll fill out farming for the year just so that's getting taken care of. We are getting up in our count of stone, which is nice. Obviously, stone is always going to fluctuate until we can buy a couple hundred of it. We could get like 800 stone on the next merchant that comes. That would be pretty cool. So yeah, I don't think this is gonna go away, unfortunately. I think that's the pit forever. And I apologize for anybody who can hear the sniffling and the nose blowing in the background. My wife caught something at my mother's house. Not sure if it's just the sniffles or whatnot, but she'll be honking and blowing every once in a while, just so you guys know what's going on. Ooh, I got another idea too, guys. I'm looking at this over here. I'm thinking about building a little bit of a walkway and then tunneling through this wall and blowing this out so you can get access to right here. Because obviously right here they can just walk right across, but I'd like to be able to use this side. This would have been nice if I would have thought about that before I put this here. We could have done like 3 or 4 quarries right there, and then we could have used this more for people. But it is what it is. I'm not going to stress too much about it, and I'm not really going to be upset too. There's no point. Oh, we got something built. What we get built? Alright, the herbalist is built, so that's cool. We'll go ahead and add 2 herbalists to that. It won't hurt anything. And we'll go ahead and take 1 miner away, or 1 stonecutter away, excuse me, and grab the miner and the other physician, because we did run out of that. So where are we at? Let's go ahead and remove the stone and the iron right there. Like I said, I don't want to throw too many tasks at everybody, just because I don't want to have so many things going on that they don't path to what I want them to path to first. It does seem like, depending upon where you put each task, it's harder for the people to get to them, depending upon the situation. Our production rate's still above our use rate, so that's still good. We probably are gonna have to go ahead and start our next round of 5 homes. I'm not sure if we can use this spot, but I would love to be able to use this spot if we can for homes. I know this is gonna really take precedence over everything, but ooh, I can. Okay, well, we can't complain there. We'll go ahead and add those 5 homes, and then it'll be our 5 home upgrade. And this area will pretty much be taken care of. It'll be more interesting in the flat land to be able to actually kind of like build a town and like have central points. Like I would like to have the market kind of in the center, and then be able to have the chapel and everything kind of around it. So it's kind of pull everybody together, and then be able to have like farmlands and stuff like that. Right now everything's kind of just like piled in because of the amount of space we have to work with. I didn't really want to have to lose I didn't want to lose out the amount of stuff we could do because of space, so I'm trying to pack stuff in, which is why like over here I have so many forest lodges and everything spread out over here, because this is kind of our cram shell over here. Obviously we still have some of the original forest lodges still going on, and for those of you who do remember, right here was a forest lodge that worked down here, but obviously now we've turned this into pretty much nothing but farmlands at this point. We'll probably add some homes right back here. I don't think we can do too much with the area of land in this section, but you know, it is what it is. I can't complain. Wow. Yeah, and you guys can kind of see right now, the homes are really taking the forefront of everything. That's what everybody's going for, because it's so close to everything, which is fine. It's no big deal. Observer stone is low. That's not surprising, considering how much stuff we're trying to build right now. So, as you can see, all this stuff is kind of just like taking a back seat pretty much. Merchant, what you got for us? Stone, please. Oh, you have stone. You are a beautiful person. Let's go ahead and see what else he's got. Just stone, firewood. He's got some mushrooms too. We don't really need the mushrooms. I am going to go ahead and pause real quick so we can do our horrible math in our head real quick. Grab all that stone. We're going to grab all his tools too, just to keep up with grabbing them, because you guys know how it is. If I pass it up, then we'll end up starting to struggle and be worried about it. Okay, so now if I can still do math real quick. 40, so it's 20. And then boop, 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 boop. Oop. Okay. And trade. So, you know, with that now we've gotten a pretty decent amount of stuff. I will go ahead and grab these mushrooms, because that is used, I'm pretty sure, for our herbs. I think actually, never mind, it said roots, so I actually won't grab those, and we don't really need anything else. We're not hurting on logs or anything else, so just really the stone is nice to have. Plus obviously we don't need to buy logs ever, because we have so many foresters that it won't hurt us to just kind of let them run. Ooh. Well, that sucks. Pull a fisherman for our herdsmen, because the herdsmen are more important from what I've seen. Don't get me wrong, the fishermen are not obsolete by any means. There's been multiple times where the fishermen have saved our village of starvation just by keeping us at a cusp of production rate where flat lines. And this year it looks like we will be able to harvest all of the crops, minus a couple places that the people just have to walk a little further to go store stuff, like down here. People have to walk such a far distance to these storage barns in the market, so that'll be something else that happens once we get these forest lodges up and we go ahead and get rid of this one. We'll add some homes over here, obviously, and a storage barn and whatnot, so, and then probably another woodcutter too. The woodcutter, however, might go down on this side near the pasture just to keep the everything kind of separated and spaced out to the point where we don't have to worry about too much stuff being in one area, minus everything that we get from the trader, which obviously is going to be located right next to our trading post, which is fine. And we also will probably do another sheep farm down here. I think sheep. I might do 2 cattle. I think for wool we're doing pretty damn good. The amount of wool we're producing, we're keeping up with in the trading, along with keeping up with it for everything else. So, yeah, can't really complain there. And we only have one more house to get built, so all of our homes are pretty much finished, which is awesome. There they are. So we got our 5 new homes. Oh, and what did I forget? I'm forgetting something, guys. I know what it is. We wanted to do another tavern over here. Where do we want the tavern to be? Kind of... How big is it? Because you know people like getting drunk. Ooh, look at that. I think that's a good place for it, right next to the wheat farm. Yeah, we're gonna throw it there. Because I don't think I can fit it. Can I fit it right here? No, I can't, unfortunately. It is what it is. Not too upset about that, but we'll go ahead and throw our tavern right down there. What's going on here? No citizens are available to work this one. Oh, we just ran out of some people. They died. There we go. Now it's being worked again. And we'll go ahead and let this tavern be built. That's you know, for the amount of space that it'll be taking up, it's well worth it. Plus, we just got all that stone too, so we're not too struggling to be able to do a second tavern. That'll be nice to be able to help with morale and everything. I don't want to get too far away from this, but I do know it's going to take a while for everybody to get down here just because of how far they have to walk. So obviously that's going to be the biggest thing. We will look here though too, because I might